Greetings adventurers, welcome to the Palace of Joseon. My name is Mendlave and I'll be your guide. We're taking a tour to Gyeongbokgung Palace. What does the palace look like in Land of the Morning Light? First, let's meet Haechi, protecting Gyeongbokgung from fire and disasters. Haechi is said to distinguish between good and evil people. Haechi helps wise kings and punishes injustice with its horn. Officials would touch Haechi's tail before work, vowing to judge fairly. Let's move on to the next spot. This is the Woldae, a place for royal return ceremonies, state exams, and military events. It was a path where the king and his people could meet. Let's take a better look at Gyeongbokgung Palace. This is Gwanghwamun Gate, the main gate of Gyeongbokgung. Normally, we wouldn't be able to enter, but in the Land of the Morning Light, we were given permission. This is the King's Path. Let's go through the Gyeongmun Gate. The four main gates are guarded by the four guardian beasts. The South Gate has the Vermilion Bird, just like the real gate. The East's Gyeongjeongjeon Gate has the Azure Dragon. The North's Shinmunmun Gate has the Black Tortoise. And the West's Yeongjegyo Gate has the White Tiger. Of course, you can go see them in real life, but they're a little far away. In Land of the Morning Light, it's easier to see them all. Past Gyeongmun Gate, there's a bridge called Yeongjegyo. In the real Gyeongbokgung, there's no water under Yeongjegyo, but in the Land of the Morning Light, there is. Before reaching Gyeongjeongjeon Gate, there's Geunjeongjeon Bridge, a symbolic entry to the king's space, meant to wash away bad intentions. What if you don't wash away your bad intentions? The Chonrock here, a kind of guardian, will catch any bad intentions. This is the main courtyard of Geunjeongjeon Hall. It's where major events of the Joseon dynasty took place. The stones lined up on both sides are rank stones, indicating the ranks of officials. During events or large meetings, officials would stand next to their respective stones. And this is the Samdo, the three paths, the center for the king, the right for the civil officials, and the left for military officials. After walking the king's path, you'll come to these stairs. These are the Dapdo, stairs only the king could use. So how did the king use these stairs? The king never walked here. He was carried on a palanquin over this painting. It features Bong, a mythical creature that appears in times of peace. The king would ascend these stairs, reminded to create a peaceful nation. Since we don't have a palanquin, let's use the side stairs instead. Although it looks like a two-story building, it's not. Inside, it's a single floor with a very high ceiling. It's made to look like the real Gyeongbokgung Palace. In real life, you can't enter Geunjeongjeon Hall unless it's a very special occasion. But in Land of the Morning Light, you can. This is the king's throne, and the roof above it is called the Datjip. The painting behind the throne is called Sun and Moon and Five Peaks. Normally, none but the king can sit here. Lastly, let me introduce an important spot. This is the Gyeongjong Pavilion of Morning Light. Gyeongjong was modeled after Gyeonghoeru Pavilion. We did our best to make it look exactly the same as the original. Even the number of Japsang is the same. Japsang show the authority of palace buildings. The more there are, the more important the building is. Buyongjong has 11 japsang, just like Gyeonghoeru Pavilion. Let's walk across the largest bridge to the south. 24 square pillars outside and 24 inside. All perfectly recreated. Let's go back up the stairs. You can't see the open view at the real Gyeonghoeru Pavilion because it's covered with nets to keep the birds out. If you go down the stairs, there are 2 artificial islands. There's even a staircase to set off boats to the islands. Thank you all for joining me on this tour. There's so much more to show you, but I'll leave the rest to you. I hope you enjoy your next adventure. See you in Land of the Morning Light Seoul, and bye for now.